Pop the top, it's time for another video to drop in today and bring you guys day 4 of the Road to the Fire Pro World Series, the 32-man tournament, single elimination, and we are doing daily uploads on it, leading all the way up into Fire Pro World's release. Hope you guys are excited about the series as I am, but let's go ahead and get on into the match for today. As you can see, it is Willie Mack versus Jeff Cobb. Both men a part of Lucha Underground, both men very big parts of Lucha Underground if I'm being honest. We have the Mac, and then you have Montanza. Well, I mean, Jeff Cobb isn't Montanza. No, winky face. Of course he's Montanza. That's how I found out about Jeff Cobb. Well, I knew about Jeff Cobb because Henry Cujo, or I think I'm pronouncing his name right, the medalist from the Olympics that was going to be in the WWE, but then the WWE did not end up signing him nor Jeff Cobb. They were in the same tryout class. Then Henry went on to go into the UFC, and he's even faced off against Demetrius Johnson for the Flyweight Championship, and he's been on the Ultimate Fighter as well as a coach. So that's pretty much how I found out about Jeff Cobb. Originally was through that camp that he had with Henry, but you know, then I saw his work in Lucha Underground and that debut he had. God, what a debut, man! What a debut. And then of course Willie Mack I've known for ages because of PWG. Great guys. But today what I want to talk about is Fastlane happened about, let's see, it's 4:37 a.m. as I'm recording this video, so it happened a couple hours ago. I'm not going to go into too much depth about the entire card. However, the things I do want to talk about, mainly not even Owens and Goldberg. I'm just going to try to forget that exists. But what I do want to talk about is underdogs and underdog stories. If you want to see a perfect underdog story, go to NXT and look at Sami Zayn's rise in NXT. Watch how he rises all the way up to become NXT champion. Look at from the day he debuted in NXT all the way up until he wins the title against Neville at Arrival. Yes, I believe it was Arrival. And that's how you do an underdog story. You do not do an underdog story the way that they're doing Bayley's underdog story on Monday Night Raw. Not only did tonight she beat Charlotte, well that's fine, she can beat Charlotte, but she is the champion. She has beaten Charlotte twice now because of illegal actions from Sasha Banks. And it just does not make any sense why they're trying to build up the big underdog Bayley in this way where you're constantly having to use a friend to win. That's not how you do an underdog story at all. And they're still trying to do the underdog story clearly because of the way they're doing all the promos for everything they're doing. It's like they want to do the underdog story, but then they're like, oh, but you know, we can't have Charlotte go into a pay-per-view with the title. But hopefully now that the whole air quote streak thing's over with Charlotte, that'll stop the title change from flipping back and forth on Raw, because that pretty much killed the division. Before this year with the women in the WWE, I was an extremely big Sasha fan. The whole booking over last year's summer, like around the SummerSlam feud and whatnot with Charlotte, completely killed my love for the character of Sasha Banks. Not even her, just the booking. The booking killed both of those characters, Charlotte and Sasha, for me. It's like they just can't get anything right, you know, with their booking. And then you look at Owens and Goldberg, and you're like, man, Owens and Jericho carried Monday Night Raw, post brand split. And how did they get rewarded with it? A U.S. title match at WrestleMania instead of Kevin Owens walking into Mania Universal Champion, and they having a Universal title match. Why? So you can have a man that got gassed in his entrance. He got gassed in his entrance, Goldberg, beat Owens, and now Goldberg will face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania in a match that will probably last less than 5 minutes because Goldberg cannot work longer than a minute and a half, 2 minutes without being completely blown up. It makes no sense whatsoever. It's just Mania is going to be weird for this year for me personally, because even on SmackDown side of things, I was very hyped to see, I was really hyped to see the triple threat match that was being rumored with Harper, Orton, and Bray, and then it turns into Bray, Orton, and now I'm just kind of like, it'll be their No Mercy match wasn't that great. It's just, I don't want to see it, you know? I really don't. And then you got the whole thing with AJ and Shane possibly happening, and it's like, why do I want to see this? Why waste AJ's second Mania with Shane McMahon? It does not make any sense at all. And then you have Miz doing the best heel work of his career on SmackDown since the post-brand split. And what do? You have Cena, who's been doing great work with AJ Styles. You have Cena and Miz, who have both been doing great. Instead of giving them just a singles match, you make it a mixed tag match. It's like, why? They could have just been managers in the match. That would have been fine. No one would have cared. And then with the women on SmackDown, that's probably one of the only... Oh my god, he just landed on the steel post. Cobb's dead. How is Cobb not dead? Anyway, with the SmackDown women, that's pretty much the only thing I've enjoyed. Well, that and the tag division I've been enjoying a lot on SmackDown. And it's not that I'm not enjoying SmackDown at all, because I love SmackDown, especially compared to Raw, which is garbage at the moment, in my opinion. But both brands on the WWE right now are just... It seems like for the past couple years, during Mania time, they just don't know what they're doing. They're like a chicken with their head cut off when it comes to the booking room. And I feel like that's a very accurate statement. And 2.9, I thought that was going to be it from Jeff Cobb, not even going to lie. This match is going 10 minutes, 50 seconds. We're almost airing up on 11 minutes now in the match. Oh, big suplex. This match has been filled with big suplexes. I know I haven't really commentated on the match itself. However, I feel like with this series, I'm going to be using these videos as an outlet to do commentary on other things involved with wrestling, like maybe reviews of shows. I plan on maybe starting that up as soon as like today's show. I talked a lot about the Fastlane pay-per-view. And I feel like with these videos, it'll be nice to be able to just talk wrestling, watch some Fire Pro, leading up into the Fire Pro World hype. And speaking of Fire Pro in general, we are watching it. I do stream, I said it yesterday and I said it the day before, I do stream twitch.tv/Phoenix Nitro, and I try to stream every single day with Fire Pro. 2.9, only a 2.9. Specifically today's stream, well, earlier in the night, right after Fastlane, the stream was finishing up Phoenix Nitro's edit, his moveset, and logic, and we got all of that fixed. We got it all finished up, and I love the way Nitro plays now. Oh, that was dope. Oh, nice counter. It looked like Cobb was going around the back just to hit him with a German suplex. But no, Willie Mack with the big counter, hitting a big enziguri. And if I'm not mistaken, maybe tomorrow oh, shooting star press, that might be it. 1, 2, no, only a 2 count. If I'm not mistaken, I believe today is the New Japan show with Shibata versus... Oh, okay. They just both fall down. Today is the show with Shibata versus Zack Sabre Jr. I'm not the biggest Zack Sabre Jr. fan, but I am intrigued with this match. And also the show with Okada versus Ibushi. Well, Ibushi as Tiger Mask White or whatever. So I feel like I might watch that show, and that might be the review tomorrow if I do have a review. If not, it'll probably be Progress, Old Man Yells at Cloud, because I still have not watched it yet, because I was waiting to watch it with someone, but I don't feel like the time's ever going to work out where we're going to be able to watch it at the same time together. So, yeah, be expecting that probably on tomorrow's episode. Oh, I think Willie Mack has it. 1, 2, 3. That was a dope ending. Great ending. Willie Mack advancing. Was not expecting that. Was kind of expecting Jeff Cobb to advance. But nevertheless, Willie Mack advancing on to the next round with the Chocolate Thunder Bomb. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, because as you can tell, we have daily Fire Pro content. And speaking of, I would just like to say, we have hit 300 subscribers on the channel. Very, very nice to do. Very nice. The Fire Pro content has been great. You guys have been loving the Fire Pro content. I've been loving putting it out. But nevertheless, thank you guys for coming in. And as always, and forever, take it easy, guys.